Hey guys, I don't really know how to start this video. I have some bullet points I want to go over with you guys, but I wanted to do just kind of I guess an update video and not just simply for YouTube. Like some of the bullet points are just simply what I hope to do for 2020 in terms of being a small time content creator that I am. But kind of just give you guys an update about what's been going on in my life. A lot of people asking, where I have been for, of some stuff or why haven't I been doing this as often as usual. And so I kind of just want to give you guys an update on some of that stuff. And I feel like as, all of you have been my supporters for the last, I don't for however long you're potentially subbed or at least been watching the videos, which by the way, I always thank you guys for, and I will continue to thank you for no matter what. I just kind of want to give you guys an update. So there's gonna be no edits or anything. This is gonna be a very real. There's no script or anything. I don't have, like I said, I've got a couple of bullet points, but otherwise, I want to kind of just chat with you guys for a little bit. So I hope you guys don't mind if this isn't what you're in for. That's totally fine. I get that. I understand. And I'm not looking for any sympathy or just trying to be like, oh, woe was me type of thing. I just want to kind of talk to you guys and give you guys a bit of an update about what's going on, just for 2020 and just kind of my hopes for the future, because a lot of things have happened in these past 12 months, basically a year. I guess for those of you who maybe have not watched me in a while, or you don't keep up on Twitter or anything, or you don't follow over on Twitter because you just don't want to be that part of that social media outlet or anything. I moved up to Tokyo last year, and I had started to make some plans in terms of trying to see if maybe the content creating stuff could maybe either go full time or go, I guess, 3/4 full time or something, that kind of thing. Because this right now is definitely just it's a fun part time job / hobby thing that I love to do, and I will continue to do until I don't like it anymore. And so that hasn't hit yet, and I still love doing it. But yeah, I had moved up to Tokyo, and I moved in with my girlfriend at the time because we'd been dating for about 4 years, and she had moved up here already. And I had gotten a job after living in Kansai for a while, but I wanted to see, kind of use this 2019, 2020 year of being like, okay, do I still really want to keep teaching? Because I majored in mathematics and secondary teaching, but I hadn't really gotten the chance to do the secondary teaching part with math. I was really only been teaching the English stuff. And the job I got allowed me to do a little bit of that. And I was able to teach some mathematics, kind of in a science more focused course for some of my students. But I really started to think about, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go to something like maybe an international school and really teach things, like calculus and trigonometry and all that kind of actual math? Or, did I want to maybe try and change careers and go into something like, not IT, but HTML or website design or something like that, or video, maybe some kind of video editing in a more I say professional outlet. I mean, YouTube is that to a degree, in my personal opinion, but it's always kind of got that bad stigma with it because it's like, oh, anyone can put up a camera and just record some videos, right? That's always going to be the thing that sticks with YouTube, unfortunately. But I mean, regardless, anyway, so that's kind of what last year was my plan at the beginning. And then during August, because I had the time off, I tried to do as much videos and streaming as much as I could, and it started to take off a little bit and was actually working out pretty well. But then unfortunately September came back in, and I lost a lot of the people who would want to watch and views and subs and all that stuff because I had to go back to work. And right around that time was also the time, if you, again, haven't followed me on Twitter, my, at the time, girlfriend wanted to break up. She, I'm not going to get into every itty-bitty little detail, but basically, she couldn't see a future with me. And a lot of that had to do with income. And I had used the last 5 years of living in Kansai to pay off my student loans from college, and I finally did it. And then, this is kind of like starting over, trying to save a little bit of money, try to see what I want to do throughout my life. And, that was just like a big block in the road, essentially, to trying to start this new life here in Tokyo. And, she basically said she wanted to end it. And so I started looking for a new apartment. And at that time, I had actually just started up a second YouTube channel, which was one of my 2020 plans. I really want to get that going again. Sorry, just hard to talk about past relationships. Sometimes it gets to you. It gets to you. If anyone's ever broken up with somebody, short term, long term, divorced, anything, probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, anyway, I started up a second YouTube channel to focus on different things. It was mostly on my streams for for playing something like Super Smash Brothers or Fighters, which I'm getting back into Fighters a little bit right now. And I've streamed Smash a lot on Twitch and everything, but I just want to make a second channel because Dokkan's not my only thing I like to enjoy when it comes to playing video games and doing recordings and things like that. But unfortunately, like 2 weeks after I had started that is when all of that stuff with, at the time, my girlfriend, all that stuff was happening. And so we started, looking at different places, but we still had to live together. That was, I tell you what, that was pretty awkward. Living with basically now an ex. I mean, I guess spoiler alert, yeah, we just broke up because obviously I've moved to a new apartment now. But it's hard to let go after 5 years, and even though during those 5 months of looking for apartments and obviously working and trying to job stuff, and you think you prepare yourself for it, and shocker and spoiler alert again, it doesn't matter how long you prepare for it, ending it after such a long time, it's crazy. It really is. But yeah, as kind of October came and went, and then November and December was kind of the norm. Actually, we knew we were going to be ending things, but it was still normal, I guess. So I mean, like, we were mature about it. We talked a lot, and we didn't ignore each other living in the same apartment. And so then Christmas came along, and we actually went on our trip that we had made back in like August before all of this had started, and then she told me she wanted to stay together, and she had, and what were her words, like forgiving me, or she forgot about it and about what she had said back in September, and she didn't, or she hadn't meant it. And I asked her, I said, can you really tell me though by this upcoming September for 2020 that that's where we're gonna be? And she said, no, I don't know. And so, yeah, so obviously trying to keep that second channel going was not working very well. My original plans of publishing 2 videos a day for YouTube on this main channel here that you guys are watching this, that wasn't really panning out. And I mean, I really want to get back into that. It's almost like 2020 is kind of what I wanted to do in 2019 before you get hit by all this I'll call it real life stuff that pops up. I obviously, I know YouTube is, it's definitely a real life thing. Like I said, there's no script to this, so I hope you guys are enjoying what a raw video kind of just feels like to make right here. But yeah, so I really want to try and use this time between March 2020 now, because by the time I'm recording this video, it's the 29th or 28th of February. And so I really want to try using the rest of this year to see if I can, get back on track with all my content stuff, streaming on a more, daily, maybe not a daily schedule, but at least having a, actual schedule. It's like, you guys know I'm going to be live at this time no matter what. Maybe the occasional extra stream will pop in here and there, but, just trying to do something like that. Maybe try to add some flair and some extra stuff to my videos. A lot of you guys seem to have liked when I started adding in the Japanese word of the day and everything. Try to diversify myself a little bit from the other Dokkan, content creators and everything, because, you guys don't watch us for the, you don't watch us for the game as the main thing. I mean, maybe some do, but I think, when you watch somebody on YouTube, whether it's us or anything, you watch it for the person, and you watch it for the, how their attitude and just who they are and everything. And so that's what draws you to somebody, right? Maybe to an extent, maybe the game or the thing, it will draw you to that. But overall, in the end, you can find it almost anywhere, right? So I really want to try and do that. You know, it's been tough these last couple of weeks, I will say, especially, you know, when I got the apartment papers all signed and everything, and I told my ex, and you know, she had found her place, and then that last week or so, we just, you know, emotions were pretty everywhere. A lot of crying, a lot of not really yelling, just, you know, seeing, you know, are we making a mistake or anything like that. I mean, because, you know, 5 years it's a very long time. It is. You know, and you start to wonder, are we doing this because it's the right thing to do? Do we truly love each other? Which I think to an extent we did. You know, probably still at this moment still do. Or are we doing it because it's the comfortable thing to do, right? You ever been in a situation where it's, you know, school, playing a game, family, anything, friends, and it's like, well, I'm still doing this because it's the comfortable, I know it, right? It's comfortable. Or, you know, staying in an old apartment, or staying in the city or town that you've grown up in, not trying to maybe go out of your way to move somewhere new or try something different because it's scary, right? It's new, it's unfamiliar, and you know, I think that's just human nature in general, right? You know, you can literally put that in almost any situation in the world. It doesn't matter what it is. So, um, you know, and to this day right now, like I don't. It's weird. I don't regret moving to the new apartment. I absolutely love it here in my new place. You know, my old place was fine. It was a perfectly fine apartment. I originally thought I was going to live there for at least 5 years, but you know, money was definitely a big thing when it came to the relationship for my ex at the time. I had, you know, part of that was definitely on me, I think, you know, telling her that I didn't want to get married yet because I wanted to try to save up, you know. You always, you know, I grew up hearing, you know, if you love somebody, you love somebody, and you know, you find a way to make it work. I really did want to try and make it work. I wanted to first just get a savings going after the loans and everything. And I guess that was too long for her. And I get that, you know, she has to have her wants. She has to have, you know, there are things that she's going to want over, you know, our relationship, which is totally fine. I 100% understand that. And so, yeah, it's just been tough. So, um, again, I don't regret the moving. I just, you know, I miss her. I think it's pretty hard. So, but you know, you know, the thing is, you know, you always hear the typical things. You know, time is what you know, heals. It heals you, right? So I know that eventually over time I will move past this. I will, you know, get a new job, or the YouTube stuff will take off, or content stuff, or maybe a mix of everything, and I'll meet somebody new. But you know, just time. It takes a long time. Um, but I really want, and you know, and also just, you know, keeping busy. You know, um, I really want to use a lot of this extra free time that I'm about to get now, especially with March. Not only do I actually get this month off, but now with the coronavirus, a lot of schools and places are closing down for the next few weeks now, and I'm gonna use this opportunity to, you know, definitely do some new live stream with you guys. Maybe change the outline a little bit. You know, maybe definitely do a lot more just typical discussion streams, not having to play a game or something. You know, we can talk about games and everything. I've never shied away from that, but just be able to do something like that, I think would be really fun. Um, you know, obviously I'm still gonna do all the translating with Dokkan, you know, the showcases and everything. You know, the ticket missions for anything that comes up like that, stone missions, all that fun stuff. Oh, why, Gresh? Why? Why? So, and you know, and you know, I will tell you this, guys, right now, that chatting with you guys in those streams, it really does help me a lot. You know, you don't have to enjoy the game I'm playing. You don't have to, you know, like the discussion that we're talking about at that moment. But if you ever come into a stream and you want to talk about something, put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. I am always interested in new topics and everything, talking about different things, whether it's games versus life. It's funny actually when we do discussions, we sometimes go from games to life itself, right? Like a lot of people asking me, hey, how, what'd you do for your first job interview? Or how was college? Or what's it like to move abroad to Japan, man? You're living the dream, right? You're living every weeb's dream type of thing. And so it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun to do that. So I really want to try doing that more. Maybe like a once a week type of thing where on the weekends or something. I mean, I know obviously my schedule will never match up with every single person obviously out there. Um, especially being on this huge time difference. By the time I wake up, on a week, let's say a Saturday, or Sunday my time at 7 a.m. That's like 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so then by the time I get up and go running and then take a shower and eat and then I get everything set up, it's just like, oh, well, now the schedules are off and everything, but I think that would be kind of cool. The more I think about it, and again, I'm gonna put out some polls and everything. I'm gonna ask you guys in some videos, and I'll definitely retweet and retweet and retweet those particular ones at least. So it might get a little annoying if you follow me on Twitter, but I want to get your guys' opinions and everything, and just get some thoughts going. But yeah, I would really like to try and do some of those more discussion layouts. Something like this where it's just me chats on the right side, the left side of the screen, and go at it. You just chat, have fun. Get real with everybody. That's kind of the person I am. I've always been that way, just kind of a calm and just real talk. So I mean, if you don't like doing that kind of conversation, then I totally understand. But so maybe doing some stuff like that. And then I think maybe switching the platforms that I stream on every day. I mean, I know the typical thing is to always say, focus on one platform and go with that. But I think with the way, call the YouTube algorithm, call it, whatever the case is essentially. But I think for me personally, to try and get a lot of my content out there and just get to bring more people in and, give you guys more of what you want. Maybe say like, Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be YouTube streams and Monday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be Twitch streams or something like that, right? Because I can't take anything. Twitch definitely allows me to do more, be more free, I guess, with what I do. Whereas YouTube, if I stray away from Dokkan itself or anything around that area, it doesn't, whether it gets sent to your boxes or anything like that, or you guys just aren't simply interested, which is totally fine. Not everyone's going to be interested in everything that I do, which is again, 100% understandable. The same thing with me when I watch certain content creators. If they don't put something up I don't like, well, I'm not gonna watch it, right? That's pretty normal stuff right there. So, but I would like to do that. Someone even suggested that I start up a small Patreon or something like that, and only go up to maybe say the $5 mark or something. That if you donate $5 a month with my Patreon, then I'm trying to look into something of doing some small Japanese lessons on my Discord. Where maybe twice a month or something, I'll make a small lesson plan for you guys, and I'll enter into a group chat or something, or I gotta find out the details, and I'll send you guys things on Twitter and Discord and be like, what do you guys think? Would you be interested in something like this, or would you support this type of thing? Just maybe do some Japanese lessons, because I always get a lot of people asking about Japanese and how did I learn. Did you watch anime? Did you read manga? Did you watch Japanese dramas or something? And the answer is actually yes to all of those. What type of books do you read, and what helped you? When did you start? So I think that would that'd be something cool, I think, to do right there. So yeah, and if you guys have any ideas that you think would be cool, I mean, kind of, I guess, a spoiler, but this weekend I'm going to be recording the very first relaunched episode of Mailbox. If you guys remember me way back, I want to say like 3 years ago, I did a little Mailbox type series where I was like, answering your guys' questions and everything, not just about Dokkan, but other stuff as well. And I wanted to do something similar to that, where maybe I kind of cover the news for the week and then I answer a couple questions at the end of it, So I think that'd be pretty cool. But I'm gonna be recording that this weekend for the first time. So that'll be cool to bring back, and that's something I can carry into pretty much anything, right? And it can kind of also relate to the podcast that I do with like Goresh and Nolar and Speedy and Truth when he shows up and everything. So kind of answer maybe some of those side questions that we don't get to answer, we don't have time to answer in the live stream when we do that. So but yeah, just again, I wanted to let you guys kind of see where I'm coming from and what I hope to be doing for this year of 2020 and just kind of moving forward. I don't plan on moving probably for the next like at least 5 to 6 years. I'm done moving. I'm tired of moving trucks and you know I'm packing up my computer, unpacking the computer, and then packing up the table again. All that's I'm tired of it. I really am. So and like I said, I want to eventually meet somebody. The one thing I will mention, and I know people are going to tell me, my family's already told me this, and I'm sure someone in the comments will probably say it as well, but because of the breakup after this 5 years with my ex, it really makes me wonder, like, should I even be looking for somebody when I don't make a certain amount of money? Because apparently that's what matters in life. And I know that's not the case, and I know you should never be working solely just for money. Trust me, I grew up learning that lesson. I understand it. I really do. But to a degree, you need some sort of decent income to live a life, and maybe sometimes it's hard, right? You mean when you meet somebody, you have to learn to live with them and just be a part of their lives, and not I guess compromise is one word you can use. And that can be anything simple, like, oh, hey, she doesn't like it when you leave your socks on the ground, and, he doesn't like it when you don't pick up the dish or something like that, right? Simple things like that, all the way to, hey, I want to get married by the time I'm 30 or something like that. So, because I'm going to be 29 this year. God, I feel old. I definitely do. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the future is gonna hold. I mean, in a perfect world, I would get into some kind of international school for teaching math and still get to do the YouTube with you guys and stuff, and actually grow the channel more and bring more subs in and more viewers and get to chat with you guys more and everything. So this past year was definitely a growing pain, to say the least. According to YouTube, I literally stayed at the same subscriber count for like 6 months or something like that. So, or it went up and then it went down, and now it's finally back up where it was. And so, and I'm not saying it's, not YouTube's fault. It's not, your guys' fault or anything. And it's my channel. I have to keep it growing. And if you guys aren't, if people aren't enjoying the content, then I need to, I got to change that, and I get that. And I truly get that. Sometimes you ride that wave. Sometimes you fall off it. Best thing to do though is just get back on the board and keep on going. So, but yeah, I just again, I want to be real with you guys. Just want to get my thoughts out there and just talk about this stuff. Again, there's no script to this or anything, so I've definitely mumbled a few things over and over again already, and so, but we're all human, right? So, I don't think there's anything else for me to cover. Again, I still really enjoy my life in Japan. I don't want to leave. I probably plan on living here for a good majority of my life. Maybe when I'm 60, I can't see forward when I'm 60 years old. But maybe when I'm 60, I move back to the States or something. I'm originally from the West Coast, but I love living here in Japan. It's not a perfect country by any means. No country is, but I enjoy living here. And I think it's something unique that I can kind of talk to you guys about, or for anyone who ever wants to go work abroad or live abroad or something, I can relate with you guys and be like, what, you will feel this, you're gonna feel jet lag, you're gonna feel homesickness, you're gonna feel like this and this, and it's always fun to talk about that and just meet people from around the world. I mean, that's what I say every single time I'm live and somebody subs or follows or anything. I just say, hey, welcome to the international family, because we are a family in the end. We all live on what's one earth. This is our home, regardless of borders and everything. And yeah, so I hope I hope to see you guys in the future for more videos and streams and everything. And if you can't catch them live or anything, I hope you guys will to see you in the comments. I need to get better at definitely replying to comments, being on Discord a little bit more. Just kind of, again, scheduling things out. And, there are going to be days where I'm tired. I'm just like, I'm not going to do a video, guys. I'm going to push this back till tomorrow. I hope you guys understand that. So, but yeah, I guess I'm probably going to think of some other stuff I want to say, and I'll either put in the chat or I'll be like, oh, I edited this in or something. But, regardless. So that's kind of my plan for 2020. And I hope you guys understand, what this last year has kind of been and what I've been doing. And for the, so I always get the question, wait, you live in Japan? Wait, you do this? And so, but yeah, no, I'm still living in Tokyo. I still plan to be here for quite a while. And I don't know if Gorechi's going to come out in April. He and I were going to hang out. He has to eat some wasabi. You have to, man. Just for that meme of the final mission ticket for the 5th year anniversary. You know what you did, man. You know what you did. But again, with this whole coronavirus thing, it's pretty crazy. People are freaking out, even though it's not as bad as some other viruses that we've had in the past before. I mean, plus it just happens to be February, and that means flu season and everything. So everyone's just, it's something you don't understand, and people freak out when they don't understand something, right? So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this year. There's gonna be some ups and downs. It's gonna be emotional, I think, here in the beginning. But like I said beforehand, just keeping busy, trying new things, doing things that I love, and being surrounded by the people that that I talk to, that are my friends, my family, my followers. Just chatting with you guys. Honestly, chatting with you guys is really fun. It really is, especially live. So, yeah, I think I'll end it here, guys. Yeah, let me hear your thoughts down below in the comments on some of those ideas that I talked about for pushing forward here in 2020. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you happen to be in the world. And yeah, I hope to see you guys all part of the international family. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Johnny.